Welcome to the Fruitful Vine.
There's a lot of pain that I've had to walk through that I don't think I would take back, which says a lot. You know what I mean? I don't think it would be something that I'd be like, man, I wish I never been through that. It's changed me. I'm just so thankful for that. I'm thankful for the fact that I can relate to people. I'm thankful for the fact that I've had to and still do have to rely on God in a way that I've never had to do. You know what I mean? Like, I thought I did, but nah, girl, you can always get deeper.
Don't you love that? Don't you love it when you have those moments in your life where you're like, you go up a level in your walk with Christ. So then you're like, oh my gosh, I was that kind of Christian. Like I thought I knew everything on that level. Like that was me last year. God just humbled me completely to where I was like, yo, like I haven't even been a Christian my whole life. Like what? Like, I love moments like that.
Yep. Or when you think you've been through pain, like, man, my boyfriend broke up with me after 5 years. You don't understand the pain. Girl, that ain't nothing. Let me show you pain.
Mm-hmm. You know what? When I was growing up in church, I used to be so envious of people's testimonies because they were so beautiful and my life was just so easy. And I was like, man, even like Justin had an amazing testimony. And I was like, that's so cool. Like you really have an experience that got you close to God. I really want to have a better testimony. Y'all.
Scary thing to ask for.
I know. And God was like, all right, Tori, let me give this to you. 2020, girl. I got you. Boom.
Don't worry.
But I do, because I think that you learn so much in those experiences, those one-on-one experiences with God. And man, it changes you, Wendy, from the inside out, like you said.
Yep. And just being grateful for that and being thankful for that as you walk through it. Just realizing the lack of control that you have in a lot of different phases in your life. That to me has been like the biggest realization, is that he's faithful, you know?
Oh my God, that goes with mine. Can I go? Can I?
Go.
So mine is God's faithfulness. Like that part of his character is the only reason why we're still here. It's the only reason why we tend to be like, if I read my Bible, if I go to church, if I raise these kids right, if I check off everything on the list, like God will provide and God will be good. And it's just like, no, like he is faithful because that's who he is. Like,
not because of what we do.
Not because, like, you can't earn that kind of faithfulness. You can't earn his love. Like, it's not something, when you really think, I don't know any human who's as faithful as God. I never will know a human who is as faithful as God, because faithfulness is such a God characteristic. And so in my own life this year, I just be looking back and I'm like, that's just God's faithfulness. Like that's just who he is. And it brings me to my knees. It makes me teary-eyed when I just think about how faithful he is to little old me and to my little old family. And like, we are so undeserving, but his faithfulness is what just blows my mind.
And because of his faithfulness, and I think this is where we get it backwards. It's because of his faithfulness that we read our Bible, that we pray, that we go to church, that we raise up our children the way that we do. Not the other way around. We don't do those things and then he's faithful. He's already did the work.
Which is crazy.
Beautiful.
Next year, Wendy.
Who pays up front?
He paid in full.
Girl.
And he got like hot mess us.
Like,
and he's like, it's cool. Like, I'm just so, he knows, like he's already in 2022, y'all, and he's faithful there. And he's faithful yesterday, today, and forever. And it's just what a beautiful thing to be able to lean on in this world. His faithfulness, like